Ant-Man. Ant-Man follows Scott Lang, an ex-con who is recruited by a scientist to steal a shrinking suit, armed with his own shrinking suit and an army of ants at his control. So yeah, we're getting into the weird heroes now. So weird that people are actually convinced themselves that Hank Pym was a B-list hero, despite being one of the founding members of the Avengers and one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe. Hell, Wasp has been on a cartoon show for years by the time this film came out, so not even kids made that mistake. Want to prove that you're a proper nerd? Stop saying Bazinga and start respecting Hank Pym. So Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, as seen in this clip, I never get tired of that gag. As an ex-con, he's unable to hold a job and pays child support, forcing him back into a life of crime. He's kind of an idiot, which plays into the doofy nature and makes this more of a comedic hero, and his relationship with his daughter is beyond adorable as well. He's an all-round likeable guy in a relatively bad spot, stuck without money, separated from his child. Pretty much the same as Iron Man, am I right? Because they're all the same. I'd love to defend that claim that critics keep making, but I can't because I've actually seen the films. The supporting cast is pretty likeable as well, with Michael Penner's Louise standing out as being one of the most popular. Hope Van Dyne, played by Evangeline Lilly, is a great comedic foil to Scott with her straight man routine and serious-minded nature that keeps the heroes focused. Then we have Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, who was the first Ant-Man. He's a grumpy mentor character with the vibe of being both a veteran badass and a conniving scientist. The hero, Darren Cross, played by Corey Stroll, is pretty fun as well. He's got a crazy side which makes him enjoyable to watch, but not far enough in my opinion. If you want to see this concept handled better, check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s villains in Season 1 and 2. The size changing leads to some creative action set pieces, especially the final battle with Yellow Jacket. I mean, what other action scene could have had a fist fight on top of Thomas the Tank Engine? That exists as well. I love the internet. The comedy is of a greater focus this time around, but the size changing used more for comedic set pieces. The MCU has always been known for having a sense of humour, but here it intersects with the action scenes more, like the aforementioned Thomas the Tank Engine fight, and another taking place inside of a briefcase. In conclusion, this is a great action film which is funny and has a great cast, so all in all, it's a 9 out of 10. This should have bombed. This should have failed out of the gate. Hell, the character wasn't even supposed to be a hero. He was a character from the comic equivalent of a Twilight Zone episode that Stan Lee looked at and said, "Hey, why didn't I give him a superhero identity?" As far as a movie, Ant-Man was considered to be dead on arrival. I mean, a guy who shrinks? How's that going to stand up with Iron Man? And that was before Edgar Wright dropped out as director, which almost always ends in a disjointed mess. Just look at Solo. But against all odds, this ended up not only being a hit, but I've even spoken with people who said that this is the best of the MCU films. It's a miracle that needs to be appreciated more. And if you're looking for a different sort of superhero film, this is a high recommendation. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
The bartenders are all like, yeah, crazy stupid fine.